Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the Blind Press YouTube channel. And tonight we're going to do something a little different. I know I said out on Twitter that I didn't have any time to watch Enterprise, the pilot of Enterprise tonight. So unfortunately, the Star Trek stream is going to be pushed back till next Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern. And it will be the pilot episode of Enterprise, and it will be the only pilot episode that I will be able to only speak on the episode because I know absolute dick about Star Trek Enterprise because I have yet to watch the series. I attempted to watch the series when it first came out, and when the Vulcan first officer was showing emotion, I walked out of the living room and did not come back to the show. So this will be interesting. I'm going to give it another try. But tonight, I wanted to do a stream, just because I for some reason had a shit day, mental health wise, and since yesterday's stream was a little shorter than usual, I wanted to kind of do something to make myself feel a little better, get some things off of my chest about some of the interesting internet drama. I'm sure everyone knows what I mean, but I will expound. That's one I've seen a little bit of. Oh, okay. Oh, Saw. Sorry, it's okay there, Hogsel. Um, yeah, a bunch of people are still probably overwatching Lords of the Night, so that's why there's only a couple people here. But yeah, and I was gonna also read a few articles that I didn't get a chance to read yesterday, because of the short time, and I was doing call-ins and all that fun stuff. Um, Sorry to hear your day wasn't good. Hope you're feeling better now. Thanks, Hog Silk. I am feeling a little bit better now. It was I don't know what it was. It was a weird day for me. Everything made me angry. My anxiety was up, and it was just crappy. But I am feeling better. Hello, Cult of Krill. Oh, wow. Cult of Krill says, I asked the editor-in-chief of the Wall Street Journal what he was going to do about the $27,000 that they cost St. Jude's on Twitter, and he blocked me. Wow. That's crazy. He just straight up blocked you, eh? Wow. um Oh, of course he did. Fucking ideology, says Hog Silk. Yeah, I know, right? This is a great segue into what I wanted to start off with. And that is this whole St. Jude's Wall Street Journal thing. And what's really, really bothering me is that, well, first of all, it's bothering me that the money was refunded, because, the charities always, like, this is what I've been creating. Like, charities are always saying, oh, every donation helps, and we are always in need of donations. And then they get $27,000, but they don't like what some of the things that were said with the $27,000 to somebody else, so they refund the money. And that's something that makes no sense to me. But what's really bothering me is that these kids were basically pawns in the left versus right political correctness versus free speech debate. And I'm sorry, but these kids have way worse things to be fucking concerned with than your bitching about free speech and fucking political correctness. Okay? They're dying of cancer. Do you think they give a shit about what you say on Twitter or on Super Chat? Like seriously, do you think that do you think that little Timmy, who's probably not going to see his next birthday, gives a fuck what somebody said when they donated money? Do you think he even gives a fuck about charity and donations? No, because he's in pain and he's fucking dying and he's not going to grow up. And these fucking kids are being used in the battle between left versus right. And it's absolutely sick. It is absolutely sick. And nobody gives a fuck. Oh my God, Michelle, what are you doing awake? Oh, that sucks, Nico. You're only a few minutes late. You just caught my rants here. If I donated money under the alias Adolf Hitler, do you think they would take it? Because I do, says Hog Silk. Yeah, I would tend to think so. Yeah, the irony is that if you turned around and donated the exact cash back that they refunded, that they would take it. The only difference is the pressure was the WSJ. Yeah, Nico, you're absolutely right. And it's like these kids, like this money is going towards research for cures for cancer. It could go towards medication for, like pain medication, chemotherapy. Like it's like seriously, do you my girlfriend is American, so I'm awake. Ah, okay. Um, but it's just it is sickening that these poor kids are being. And then I get I get in a Twitter argument today, and somebody tried to hit me with the, oh, please think of the children. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? In this instance, fine, I will take that. You want to put that on me? You're damn right. I'll take it. And then he called me an internet nobody and then deleted the tweet where he called me an internet nobody and then blocked me. So I think I won that argument. My argument is if Adolf Hitler himself donated the money, it shouldn't matter. There are no strings attached. What did it say? The only thing that can come from the money is good. Yeah. Nico, exactly. Cult of Krill says YouTube held on to the money for more than a month. They put that money in escrow and profited from it. Wow. Hi, Chadwick. Hi, Chadwick. I'm an angry blind press tonight, and I haven't had a chance to watch Enterprise, so we're not doing Star Trek tonight. That's next week. But we're yelling about how cancer kids are the pawns in left versus right, free speech versus political correctness, and how stupid it is. So like, yeah, I and the St. Jude's, like, really, come on. You fold under pressure from a newspaper and you give back the money. Like, your hands aren't clean in this either. Let's not forget that. They demonize the other side instead of talking. Sorry, you don't have to believe the same politics to have a better world. Yeah, I know. I know. It's sad. It's sad how polarized everything has become, and for no damn good reason. It's there's no reason for it at all. Absolutely no reason for the demonization and polarization between ideologies. It's kind of sad. um so that's my opinion on the Wall Street Journal and St. Jude's thing, because I'm gonna say right now St. Jude's is not clean on this one either. They definitely didn't have to give back the money. They definitely didn't. They could have said, "Fuck you, Wall Street Journal. This is money for children who had nothing to do with any of what was said. We're gonna put this money to good, and we're gonna take anything that's bad or can be thought of as bad, and we're gonna turn that into good by helping children with cancer." They also killed several people's YouTube because of wrongthink. Yep, they sure did. Some of my favorite YouTubers have left over this shit. Yeah, and I don't blame them. I don't blame them. The only reason I haven't left is because it's accessible. That's pretty much it. I can use YouTube. That's basically it. YouTube is accessible. That's why I haven't left. But if I were to leave, I wouldn't stop doing stuff. Like if I could find an accessible platform, I would use it. I like, because I enjoy talking to you guys too much. It's fun, but like YouTube is just, it's unfortunately it's the easiest thing to use, and they know it. I only know of the Killstream guys. Who else left? I think a few YouTubers. I don't know I don't know who, but I know a few were upset enough to delete their channels of them by themselves. 27,000 is about 18% of a good flow cytometer. I think it's a blood measuring thing. Those machines are pushing the boundaries of cellular research. Yeah. American Gadfly, Thorn. Oh, and Thorn Midnight is talking about leaving. Soon you'll have to fill in a form to use your own. Wait. Damn it, I didn't agree with AG on some stuff, but he did good shows. A lot. Yeah. There are some very angry people here. It's sad. It's very sad. Now, where did my Discord go? There's my Discord. Hello, Discord. Open Discord. YouTube is going more corporate, so these people leaving is a plus for them. Yeah. Unfortunately. They tried hosting Killstream on other channels, they got taken down. Yeah, they're on DLive now. And DLive broke yesterday because of how many people came to watch. Now, let's see. Okay, I'm not reading that. Sorry, Gunfox, but I'm not reading that. See, I would read the Wall Street Journal article, but DLive must be happy this shit make them a possible YouTube alternative. Yeah, probably. And good for them. They have some right arseholes on at times, but it's a good show. Yep, it is. Pulled 6,000 on DLive last night. Wow. Now, I don't know if I should read the article, because fuck it. No, you know what? There's a couple of I just want to fucking, what the hell happened? Fuck sakes. Did I not? Okay. I thought I closed my fucking Hangout for a second. Oh, that scared me. Sorry, guys. I thought I closed the Hangout. I got scared for a second. Okay. There's a couple of articles that I had found about blind people that got me annoyed. So I'm just gonna switch some gears here and kind of move away from this stuff for a minute, and then maybe we'll come back to it, some of the Discord things. Corporate tube. Yes. Yes, exactly. There is no longer a U in YouTube. No, you're right. It should be them tube now. All right, while I'm doing this, please like and share the stream. And if you're able or willing, please consider hitting up the Streamlabs link in the description or the Patreon link in the description. There hasn't been a U in it for a long time, says Hog Silk. Yeah, you're right there. All right, let's get to my messages here, because I found a couple of really good, freaking annoyingly simpering, saccharine, look at these poor blind people stories that really got to me. So sometimes screaming at random people on the internet can be cathartic. A them tube BP. Be careful, LOL. in all honesty, Google buying YouTube was the worst thing for it. Yep. I will tell you, I will agree with you fully and completely on that one. Now, where's that story here? Oh, there's an interesting story too that we can read that's or more scientific than. Okay, here it is. You're not thinking of your blindness. Man with vision loss finds hope in sport called goalball. Now, I would like to just take a moment to say that I fucking hate goalball. And here's why I hate goalball with a passion. And it may taint my view of this article, and I'm going to say that right now. But here's why I hate goalball. Goalball was what my vision educational assistant made me play with her and her alone, because I was excluded from gym class for about 3 years on the basis that I would hurt the other kids. Not like that, because I couldn't see that I would hurt the other kids. So I got excluded, and this was agreed upon by the actual teacher of the class. And they're called itinerant teachers. They're the ones that teach Braille and all that. And they usually have an EA that's also specialized in teaching Braille. So all 3 of these people agreed that I was the one that would hurt the other kids, and that I should be excluded from gym class from grades 4 through 6, pretty much. I made nacho dip. It tastes like rubber. I swear I'm a male opal. Oh, the issue with YouTube is the same with Twitter and Facebook, run by ideological nut jobs that scream make your own and then shut it down. Yeah. Time for the US government to step in. Yeah. Don't know what they could do, but so for basically grades 4 through 6, I was excluded from gym class and forced to play goalball with my educational assistant. So goalball, what you're supposed to do is there's 2 teams. Like proper playing goalball is a team sport, and it's a giant fucking ball. It's like the size of a basketball, maybe a bit bigger actually. And it's really fucking heavy, and it's got lots of bells inside. And you roll it back and forth between the teams, and you try and fucking catch the ball, like stop it from breaking through your line of your team members. And I need a BMW to fix my problems. Oh, love it, Michelle. I did it all wrong then. Have to write a sob story about my blindness. Now I'm blind. I need a BMW to solve my problems. So this man is apparently loving goalball. So let's read this story called Heart in the Heart Threads section of this news publication. So you know it's gonna be fucking saccharine as fuck. Let's have a listen, shall we?
Heading level 1. You're not thinking of your blindness. Man with vision loss finds hope in sport called goalball. Kurt always knew he would eventually go blind from a progressive vision condition. As he slowly lost his sight, he also lost hope. Then, a sport called goalball helped get his life back into focus.
Why? If you knew you were going blind, would you let yourself lose hope instead of taking action and learning all of the things you need to know when you're blind before you go blind so that you're not fucked. What? Why? Why? Yes, Nico. If it was just you and your teacher playing that, was it essentially just you and your teacher rolling a ball to each other? Yes. Yes, Nico. Or if I could freaking talk her into letting us play basketball, she wouldn't even let me do like dribbling or anything like that. It was like, okay, let's throw the ball to each other now, Talia. Oh shit. Nobody hear that. How do I edit that? Well, you all know my first name now. Fuck me. I'm gonna have to get Pink Hollow to edit that stream or edit the stream out. I'm a fucking mess today. Anyway, you throw the ball to me, blind press, and you freaking and then throw it back. My best friend tried to Nico, my best friend tried to get out of gym class to play with me, and very, 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 very rarely the teacher would allow her. And I didn't want her not to do gym, right? Because they were actually doing fun things like playing actual team sports like soccer, and didn't see a thing, blind press. Thank you. You were talking about Batman. It's all good. I didn't hear anything. My lips are sealed. So on very rare occasions, they would allow my best friend to come play with me. But other than that, it was just me and my flippin' teacher. And this is why I hate goalball so much. And let's get on with this. And again, this man, why would you lose hope? Why would you lose hope if you knew, like, if you had this knowledge that you were going blind? Why would you allow yourself to succumb? Like, why wouldn't you be proactive? Like, my orientation and mobility instructor right now is working with a little girl who is not blind yet. She has a very rare condition that affects hearing and sight. And she will eventually be deaf-blind, unfortunately, and her hearing is already starting to go. She's got the cochlear implants already, and she's 6, but her vision is still perfect. However, she still receives orientation and mobility. She still receives Braille instruction, and she's still like everything. So by the time that she loses her sight, she will be prepared. There is no reason to lose hope because she will know and have the tools to cope with being blind. Funny, the story you just told is why I hate swimming pools. That was the only thing my school would allow me to do for physical education. Aha! So sad. Oh, Nico, we did. My mother, they even actually, Nico said, I would have argued that gym is not just about physical education, but teamwork and camaraderie. So you're not getting the proper schooling if you're excluded. We did we did all of that arguing. They actually gave me bad marks for participation in gym after they excluded me. And my mother had to come every fucking report card, every time the report cards were handed out, every term, and have a meeting with the teachers and my special vision teachers about why in the fuck are you giving her bad marks for participation if you won't let her participate. And then they would say, well, she's getting bad marks because she has an attitude when she's with her EA, because like she's got an attitude. So and she doesn't want to do things with her EA, and she's got a bad attitude. And my mom would be like, well, of course you're making her freaking be away from her class. What would you expect? So yeah, I would deliberately leave my swimming kit at home because of it. Oh yeah, I could see that. I could. Oh, hello, fuckwad. Hi, fuckwad. That always makes me laugh. I guess LOTN is done. Let's carry on with this ridiculous story.
Author, Megan Yoder.
Megan Yoder wrote this.
9:59 a.m. EDT, October 22nd, 2018.
So this is from last week, but still.
Updated, 1:03 p.m. EDT, October 22nd. For as long as he can remember, Kurt Sloop knew he would update. For as long as he can remember, Kurt Sloop knew he would eventually go blind. When he was 3 years old, Kurt was diagnosed with retinitis pigmentosa, a progressive condition that causes gradual vision loss. But for the most part, he still had a normal childhood.
That's a very common way to lose your sight. My school was for the blind, bad eyesight. We had normal gym, no special treatment at all. See, that's like I would say that was the one really bad drawback to going to public school, was that exclusion. If I had gone to a school for the blind, obviously that wouldn't have happened. But the school for the blind in my area caters to a lot more to blind people who have secondary, mostly developmental conditions. So the curriculum is basically as basic as you can make it without not following the curriculum of Ontario. So my parents chose to keep me in public school. And for the most part, I'm glad they did. There are a couple of things that I would have benefited from by learning or by going to a school for the blind, like independent living skills. My independent living skills probably would have been a lot better. And again, I probably wouldn't have been excluded from gym class so much. Well, not probably, I wouldn't have been. But on the other hand, there was a huge sexual abuse scandal that happened over the last 50 years at the school for the blind that I would have gone to. And not just sexual abuse, but like verbal and psychological abuse. So I'm kind of glad I didn't go. Okay, let's.
We as a family didn't address it very often. We kind of pushed it to the background, Kurt said.
Why would you push it to the background? Oh my God. Your parents did you a huge disservice. I'll learn fast where the balls are coming from if you run into them a few times. Yep. Yeah. This guy's parents did a huge disservice to him by not talking about it. That's very unfortunate.
Third-party ad company was an avid athlete, pursuing a variety of sports like basketball and baseball, and aspired to go to film school. You are Kurt. But as his vision got worse, Kurt realized he would have to rethink some of his passions.
Your family should have been talking to you about this the whole time instead of shoving it to the back burner like it's a bad thing. And now we're going to hear about how, in spite of everything, he has learned that blindness is not the end of the world. Yeah, go fuck yourself.
By the end of high school, playing baseball was difficult for Kurt. Then, he had to give up driving but could still get around on his bike later. Biking was no longer an option, and Kurt had to rely on others for transportation. You are Kurt.
Or you could take the bus. Or you could walk. Oh, wait. Your family didn't talk much about your blindness or your possible blindness, so they didn't get you all the training you needed. Oh, that's right. And why didn't you start playing beeper baseball if you wanted to keep playing baseball? Oh, hello, blind rambler, and goodbye, blind rambler. It's all good. School of Hard Knocks. Yep. Yeah, why didn't this guy play beep baseball? If he liked playing baseball so much, there are plenty of beep baseball leagues for blind people. I don't understand why his family and then when he got older himself did not look into these things. Seems rather lazy and what's the word I'm looking for? Perpetual victim like. That was more than one word, but that's fine. Whatever.
One of the most heartbreaking stages came when he couldn't distinguish his loved ones' faces. Kurt described his current level of eyesight as comparable to wearing glasses smeared with Vaseline.
Are you deaf? Can you not hear their voices too? Like what? Yeah, it sucks you can't distinguish your loved ones' faces, but you can still hear them. You still know what they sound like. You can tell them apart that way. I know it sucks, but like probably procrastination. Yeah. Hello, Peter. Oh, hello, Dread Darkwater.
Despite his eye's continued degeneration, he was reluctant to fully come to terms with his disorder. You are.
But that sounds like a you problem, sir. This is you had your whole life to prepare. It sucks, dude, that you lost your sight during adulthood. It really does. Okay? I can't emphasize how much I understand how much that sucks. Okay? But you knew it was coming. You're lucky enough to have known that it was coming. Okay? Not everybody gets that chance. Well, most people don't get that chance unless they have a degenerative eye condition that they're diagnosed with early on, like you. So you're lucky in a weird way because you have notice. You could have. I got told to take public transport too. My parents wouldn't be around all the time. Sure, I take the wrong bus or tram sometimes. Yeah, I've done that. I try to always ask, and now our buses talk. Like they announce the bus, the bus number and the route that they're taking. Like there's a computerized system, so that's good now. You used to have to rely on the driver to remember what stop you needed if you didn't know the route very well. But now the buses announce the stops, so that's helpful. But yeah, this guy was in a perverse way lucky enough to know from age 3 that he would lose his sight, and his family did him a huge disservice in his childhood, and he continued the cycle as he grew up of not being proactive in getting him training. That's why it was so heartbreaking for him. Unfortunately, him and his family did it to himself, to himself. That really sucks.
Sign up for the daily. This email will be delivered. Submit. But one day, when Kurt was walking in a nature park in Washington, D.C., he fell over a retaining wall into a creek. It was the wake-up call he had ignored for years. You are.
Wait. Were you not even using your cane? Like a cane? Like, were you just walking around blindly? That's fucking dangerous, dude. Like, really dangerous. And, like, you're lucky you didn't fucking die. Seriously, he's lucky he didn't break something and die.
It's really until you run into something that you realize what you can't see, he said. That was really my moment of realizing you can't fake this anymore.
Dude, you didn't just run into something. You fell over a wall into a creek. You could have broken your leg. And you were by yourself. So you were by yourself without a cane trying to fake it. And you fell over a retaining wall. And you fell into a creek. Like, what if you'd broken your ankle? What then? How would you, what would you have done? You have a horseshoe up your ass, dude.
Embracing his identity as a blind person wasn't easy. People treated him differently when he carried a cane in public. Kurt became depressed, missing old activities he used to love, like sports and watching movies.
We still watch movies. Oh my god, we still watch fucking movies. And holy fuck my head. Oh my god. A funny story about creeks. I stepped in quicksand and the fire department had to come rescue me. I was on the local news. Oh dear. And you can see first of all, I'm going to keep saying he was lucky enough to know he was going blind because that is lucky. And second, he's fucking walking around faking sight and falls over a wall into a creek and doesn't break something. He's a lucky fucker.
I definitely was at a low point, Kurt said. I wasn't physically active. I was depressed. You are currently...
But there are, why did you not even bother? Did you just decide that you are blind and therefore everything is shut to you? Or did you bother to look for sports for the blind? Fuck, they have blind baseball. They have blind hockey. He thought he was Daredevil. Even Daredevil has a cane. Daredevil has a cane. Come on now. You can't think you're Daredevil and not use a cane.
His wife, Jennifer, knew he needed some encouragement. She found a sport called goalball and discovered a team that practiced close to their home.
She had to find the one sport that was like the most what's it called? Blind identifying sport ever. Here, you're depressed about being blind. Let's find you a sport created specifically for blind people instead of trying to find you a sport adapted to blind people. Like baseball, like you used to play. Hiding and ignoring your blindness. Sure, that will work out great, says Michelle. Yeah, right. But seriously, it's kind of on the nose for his wife to be like, here, I know you're depressed about going blind, so I found you this sport to play, and it's something that you've never played before. It's specifically for blind people, and I think you should play it instead of, hey, honey, I found a beeper baseball team. So it's baseball adapted for blind people. Baseball like you used to play. Won't that make you feel better, honey? He could bowl, exactly. The one sport to rule all sports. Yeah, that was a little on the nose of his wife, I think.
10 minutes into the experience, I recognized that this was one of the best things that I could be doing, he said. Goalball was created in 1946 for veterans who lost their vision in World War II. Today, it is played by amateurs and professionals alike in the US and internationally.
Yes, if you watch, I think goalball's in the Olympics now, in the Paralympics. Sports for the blind, been there, done that. Not for me. I am legally blind, so I do boxing. Yeah, see, I don't like sports specifically for the blind.
Finder. Safari.
Where?
Finder.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Safari. You're not the.
I am going
Finder.
to
Discord. Application. Oh, Discord. Number news for the coffee stream.
close.
Discord. Finder. Kudas. Number general. Tech Discord. Number news for the coffee stream. Quit. Finder. Discord. Safari.
There we
You're
go.
not thinking.
I quit Discord so that it would shut up. I could see why she did it, though. It would force him to deal with his blindness instead of being in denial about it. Yeah, Nico, I could see that. Done fencing and Thai boxing in the past. Awesome. Yeah, I'm much more of a person that would prefer a sport be adapted than to play a sport that was specifically created for blind people. Like, I don't expect to play on a team with other sighted people. But you know what I mean? Like, I would rather play something like blind hockey or blind baseball, or go learn a martial art like jujitsu or something like that, than play a game specifically for us poor blind people who can't play with the other sighted people, or who can't play the sighted sports. Like that, I've always felt very strongly about that.
Visited. Link. Image. Heading level 2. Visited.
Was
link.
that the end of the story?
10 minutes into the experience. Goalball was created. Visited. Visited. Link. Add 5.
Oh, it's the end of the story.
Visited. Players compete.
Oh, no, it's not.
Players compete on a court about the size of the volleyball court. Courts are taped over the court's lines so players can navigate using their sense of touch. Every player wears blackout goggles to ensure no one can see anything during the game, since players with varying levels of blindness can compete. You are currently on.
Okay, so if players with varying levels of blindness can compete, then would I rather be blind or deaf? That's a hard one. I have deaf, or Cryptic says I have deaf siblings, so I have a one-sided view. I would definitely prefer blindness, because while I can't see my kids' faces, I can still hear them laughing. And if I couldn't hear my kids laughing, or like I couldn't hear Pinkalo, or I couldn't hear music, that would no. Just no. Honestly, I would rather be deaf. Games have subtitles. I don't think I could play some of my favorites while blind, says Nico. I could understand that. You don't think you could do a blind Soul Calibur, Nico?
Kurt's Luke Goalball goggles. Image. Kurt wears blackout goggles when he competes in Goalball games. You are currently on Yoder. Megan. The ball has a bell inside, and teams of 3 bounce or roll it back and forth, trying to keep it out of their own goal. The fast-paced game can be intense, with players diving to block and catch hard-flung balls. As Kurt got more involved in Goalball, he realized he had found more than just a team. Joining a community of blind athletes gave him the confidence to publicly identify as a blind person. You are...
Okay, you don't identify as a blind person. You are a blind person. Music I'd miss, but you could see the joy on people's faces. Dude, I can barely play Soul Calibur well sighted. I hear you. I identify as Donald Trump. No, but seriously, the word identify that's the wrong word. So many people say they identify as things like that. I think the word that author meant to use was so that he could confidently say he was a blind man in public, so that he could come to terms with being a blind man, so that he, like, there are so many different things to say other than identifying as a blind man. Fucking Pincalo could say he identifies as a blind man. And I identify as God. Worship me. Love it.
You share stories of the things that happen to you and things that might bring you down in the moment. You can talk with your group and flip it around to where it's fun and funny, Kurt said. You are.
Yes.
Now, his teammates have become close friends. You are.
Yes. That's normal.
When you're with that group, you're not thinking of your blindness at all. When you're on the court, you just feel like you're playing a game, he said. You are.
But how can you think that you're just playing a game when it's a game specifically for blindness? Like, when I played goalball, all I could think of was my blindness because I knew it was a sport specifically for blind people. Like, because of you, if I did go blind, you inspired me to go through it. I would probably wallow in self-pity and be freaked out if I didn't come across you. Doesn't help, I'm afraid of the dark. Oh, well, thanks, Nico. Hello, I identify as a non-binary, gender-fluid flying goat. Well, hello, goat man. I'm a fighting game fanatic and love me some Street Fighter Alpha, Mortal Kombat 2, and Killer Instinct. So I'm very visual. Oh, okay. Nobody identifies as anything. Other people may identify them as something. But people either are or are not. Yes, yes.
Kurt's loop with daughter. Image. Heading level 2. Heart threads are the best stories about the best of us.
Heart threads are the.
Want more? Follow us. Link. For copyright site.
Okay, now that's the end of that story. That was pretty simpering. All right, where's the other one? Okay, let's see. Where's the other blind story? Where did I put it? Damn it. Is it this far back? Where is that stupid Crown Law link? How odd. Oh, nope. That's not the right one. Okay, well, let's find something else to read. Oh. I missed it. Here it is. Here's the other one. I adore Kingdom Hearts. If I lost my sight, I'd guarantee you I'd be listening to playthroughs. Yeah, I've been listening to nothing. Oh, 4:30 a.m. Soon, time to sleep. I identify as someone who doesn't care about what others identify as. I enjoy RPGs. I have no idea what my voiceover is telling me. Stupid voiceover. Yeah, I've been listening to nothing but Soul Calibur 6 arcade modes and some of the tournaments too, like the Evo tournament before the game was released. All sorts of fun things. Oh, the page cannot be found. Well, that's not good. That's not helpful at all. Let's read something that's closer to my neck of the woods in Ontario here. A bit further, or let's see here. Body found in clothing donation bin. Because that's where those go. Those totally go in clothing donation bins. There we go. Body found in clothing donation bin.
Video player. Group. Start. Edit.
No, I don't
link.
want the video.
Link. Image link. From link. Mail. Link. Image JPG. Link. Link. Bot link. Image.p link. From
Jesus.
From CTV Kitchen. 1K.
How many
button,
freaking pictures do you need?
One button. Published Thursday. No black on white. Last updated Friday, November 2nd, 2018. A body was discovered inside a clothing donation bin in Cambridge. The bin was located at 256 Heathfiller Road on Thursday. According to Waterloo Regional Police, it received a call at approximately 8 a.m. in regards to a male trapped in a chute of a clothing bin.
Kid, does anyone else find that article makes it sound like the donation bin received a phone call and not the police? So they climbed in to steal clothes and got trapped. Possibly. That's a good theory.
Heading level 2. Photos. Link. Image. Bags of a 32-year bags of clothing left on the ground where a body was found in a clothing donation bin. A 32-year-old male was pronounced at the scene. The body has been sent to Hamilton General for a post-mortem examination, said acting ins. Shamal Isaacs. FSK on the donation bin had been removed and the scene cleared before 11 a.m. Police did not reveal the cause of death or whether or not it was suspicious, but did say they believed there was no threat to public safety.
Don't worry, it wasn't diseased or anything. Is that what they're trying to say without saying it? Don't worry, it's not a smallpox donation bin now. Like, what the... I know it's not really funny that somebody died, but it's just... The way this is written is very casual. Like, oh, there was a body in the donation bin. Like...
A previous version of this article state button. 1K button.
No, that's the end.
You are currently on a button.
I guess that's the end of that article.
Press Control Option Space.
So, yeah. I think I left some old blankets in there. You played World of Warcraft and Ultima Online? Leave some skid-marked underwear in a bin. Oh, God. Oh, God. The images. Oh, God. So I think that I will end around now because it's 11:30, and I would like to go spend some time with Pink Hollow before I pass the fuck out. So I was tanked for my guild. I tanked by sound. Oh, cool. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end here. I know that Gunfox will be dropping tons of news for me for Monday, and I'll keep trying to find some of these disability stories too to talk about. Maybe I'll try and do one a day, along with the other news stuff. I just want to thank you guys for putting up with the lack of format that I've been doing forever and allowing me to do this stream instead of the Star Trek stream. It really helped. Long day. Oh, Gunfox, you just missed everything. No. That sucks, Gunfox. Hi, Gunfox. You missed everything. That sucks. But yeah, I'm it's your channel, BP. Do what you want to do. Yeah, I know, but you guys really, like you guys come and you watch what I do, and I like to keep things into a semblance of regularity for you guys. But I was really glad to be able to come in and chat with you guys and just talk about the whole WSJ crap and St. Jude's. It happens, says Gunfox. Uh-oh, did I just miss your stream? Yeah, Sora Luna. Sorry about that. I posted the link up in Discord too. It's a fun stream and everyone needs to vent every once in a while. Thanks guys for understanding. I'll be back to doing the normal blind and special tomorrow with Pinkalo at 10. We will be playing the usual games. I actually found out for Ready to Rumble, the way you have to unlock new characters is you have to use the same character and use them a specific number of times to unlock each character. So I just unlocked last week. I unlocked that prince-looking dude. So I've got to use the same character 2 more times on Ready to Rumble to unlock Shaquille O'Neal. So I may do that tomorrow night and play some Soul Calibur as well. So, with that, thank you all so much for coming and listening to me bitch and read stuff tonight. We'll be back to the normal stuff tomorrow, and Star Trek stream will be back next Saturday night. Hope everyone has a great night. Thanks for coming and watching. We'll see you tomorrow night at 10 p.m. for Blind and Special, and on Monday for the coffee stream. Have an awesome night, guys, and stay safe out there.